Hey everyone, it's Comics for Thomas. I'm just doing a quick video to show you some books that I picked up for my LCS this week as they just reopened. So it's so great to see that they're open. I've been there twice already. They live like 2 blocks away, so it's very, very easy and very hard on my wallet, obviously. And also I'm sending a couple books away to get graded. So I kind of want to talk about those as well. And I might as well talk about those right away. I normally go through an authenticated dealer with CGC. He is in Ontario. He does all the pressing, sends the books away, sends it back to me. Costs a little bit more than what it would for example, CBCS. And now I have an opportunity to send books, just moderns, away through an authenticated dealer who's in the same province as me. So shipping is super, super cheap. Obviously, he still has to ship them away, but where they have it looks like they have I think maybe in British Columbia, within Canada now that they have a grading spot, like a sister company or something. So, but sending books to him and him sending them back to me graded, I mean, he's literally a 6-hour drive away from me. So shipping is very, very cheap. And it's a good price on modern books, which is fine. Sorry for the noise in the background. My cats are playing around because I'm obviously trying to record a video for the 18th time. Anyways, what I'm planning on doing is, because like, I'm just going to send personal collection books to him to get graded. Some of them I still want to go through CGC. If I was reselling books, I only want to go through CGC because I want to get top dollar for the book, right? So you want to maximize that. Where with my personal collection, I don't really care about grades. I'm actually, unless the book really needs like a press, I'm not even going to get it pressed because that costs a little bit more as well. And I just want to encapsulate the book. Like, they're just great covers. Some of the books that I want from our personal collection that might get graded at some point probably aren't even worth the value that it costs to grade the book, you know. But they mean something to me, and that's why it's personal collection. And like I said, any resale, obviously, I would go through CGC and then pay the little extra and get it pressed, and get that high grade, right? So. My cats are on fire tonight. Anyways, so I've kind of been going through some of the books that I have, like, you know, for my personal collection that I would like to see graded, and I narrowed it down to 4, but I'm only sending 2 right now. Basically, a friend of mine, he's going to send one as well because I'm trying to get him into the grading portion of it. So he's going to send his Spawn one. He's a huge Spawn fan. I think he's got pretty much every Spawn comic there is. And I wanted to narrow it down to 2 because it's easier for shipping to this guy, because you want to ship in 3 comics at for the best value, maximize it, I guess. So, anyways, I got it down to 4 books. I'm going to show you the 2 that I've decided on this round. And basically, if this goes well, if the guy is very legit, I have bought from this guy, so like at least I know. Hey, at least I know. Like I know him a little bit. At least we've dealt in the past, and everything was very legit. So yeah, I'm just gonna send these to him. If everything goes smooth, then I'll continue to do so. Just PC books. Really, like, to me, it's a really, really good price. Like, it's pretty cheap for the most part. At least I believe, because there's no exchanging to U.S. funds. That's the biggest thing. Like, I don't have a CGC account because, like, everything I'm exchanging, and it's like the Canadian dollar isn't worth a whole whack. So, anyways, I'm rambling at this point. Let's go with the book. So, first one's going to be Thanos Quest, number 1. I love this cover. I love both books. I think the cover number 2 isn't that great, but the material inside is fantastic in both of them. Obviously, this being a fantastic Thanos cover. And I was kind of looking at it earlier. I honestly believe that this would come back at a 9.4 at worst. So I'm pretty happy with it. I got it for a good price in the first place, which doesn't really matter at this point because it's a PC book. This book might stay in my collection for the next 10, 15 years. And that's my biggest thing about not trying, like, I'm not worried about trying to get like super high grade, because am I going to care if I ever sell this down the road? Am I ever going to worry like, oh, I should have pressed it 15 years ago? You know, like, to get an extra $50 to $100 out of it. I'm getting my money worth it. I've already got my money worth it of the raw book itself. So And this book, um, when I first started getting into comics, I was reading like Annihilation Wave, Guardians of the Galaxy, Nova. That's where I fell in love with Nova. And this, I bought this comic from my LCS. It was the only time I had ever paid for a comic that wasn't just like from my pull list. And this is only like, I don't know, 5 years ago, say. Because I'm still very new to this hobby. And this is Guardians of the Galaxy #1. This is volume, I want to say 3 or 4. I always get mixed up, but and then this is the new team. Obviously, it's not the first appearance of the new team, but is their first solo series. So, and I love this cover. I've had this, like I said, for 4 or 5 years. I would put it at probably a 9.0. There is definitely some spine stuff going on. But again, this is a book that I'm not planning on reselling, so I don't mind if it comes back a 9. Maybe if I get it pressed, I get a 9 too. It doesn't matter. So the other 2 books that I was thinking about, which they're in the room, but I was thinking about doing Heathen #1. A very, very new book, obviously. Love that run. I think it's in my mind because I'm currently putting together all that entire run, which I basically just need variants at this point. And then the other one was going to be Silver Surfer #44, the first Infinity Gauntlet. And I think that was kind of fresh in my mind because I just picked up a second one, which I'm putting up for in a Facebook auction because I got it for a really, really good price. So I think that was like, oh, this would look so good graded. And obviously it will, but those 2 books might just go into the next round. So that's that. Those are the grades I think I'm going to get on those, and if I don't, no big deal. So hoping to do an unboxing of them in the short period of time. So here's some books that I got from my LCS. Thanos #17. This is the Christian Ward variant. That's a fantastic variant. Web of Spider-Man #11. That's an awesome cover. If you've heard me talk before, I'm not a huge Spider-Man fan. Love the black suit. But I'm becoming more of a Spider-Man fan, and it's going to be covers like these that I really like, bring me over to the dark side, I guess. This is Thor 283. Celestial in there. Awesome cover. These are just in like their short boxes. They have kind of like their wall books, which are more pricier, and then they've got a bunch of short boxes you can kind of go through that are more than just back issues, right? So, but not as much to go on the wall. And then when I went in today, was it today? Might have been yesterday. Anyways, no, it was today. I don't have anything in my pull yet. I didn't really have much in my pull right before the pandemic happened. I had literally just been cutting it down. I had like 12 things going on all the time, series and runs, mini series, and I just cut a bunch of them down, and a couple of them had ended, and then this whole thing happened. So right now, I think I only have DC's The Last God. I have The Killock. If you haven't read that, read it. It's awesome. There are only 4 issues in. I think it's only a 6-part series. And then the newest X-Men run, just the main run, which obviously is not out yet. So speaking about that run, I picked up this X-Men #6, the Mark Brooks cover. I've talked about this book a lot with Magic Lasso. Sub him up if you get an opportunity. He's got the Virgin variant, and he's got the trade dress here. And it's just a fantastic cover. I mean, like, look at that thing. Way better than a Virgin. But this was at the shop, so I just grabbed it, right? So, in my last video, actually, I don't know if it was, it was my last video. I talked about Free Comic Book Day. I had bought a couple things for my shop. They did like a kind of an event online on Facebook for 4 hours, and I bought just kind of these packs of like 30 back issues for a certain price, and you got discounts and stuff. Well, what I forgot about is that anything that you bought that day, whether it was online or if you called in and so on, your name got put in to win a prize, and I didn't even know. So when I went in today, they were like, "Yeah, you won this comic." So I've never heard of it, but it's signed. So it's Exorcisters, like an exorcism, issue #6 by Image. And it's signed by the artist Giselle Legas. anyways, I'm not a huge fan of the cover. There's her signature right down here. Just trying not to get the glare in so you can actually see it. The book doesn't really interest me very much. I mean, it looks cool like when you do that, don't get me wrong. But it's nice. It was free. It was, it was kind of just to help the LCS anyway, so. And a couple of weeks ago, I had got the newest volume of Red Sonja. I until then I've never owned a Red Sonja book, but I got issue number 13. The reason why I did buy it at the time was because I just loved the cover. I loved the art on the cover, and the I don't even think they're variants. I think it's just the main artist is Jay Lee, so Jaelee. So when I went today, I was like, ooh, there's a couple more of these really nice covers for this Red Sonja volume. So I'm probably going to end up. I just know me. I'm probably going to go look in my CLZ and see if Jay Lee does all the covers from like issue 1 and on. And I know that I'll probably end up grabbing them because I'm just a friggin' cover whore. So here is issue number 14. Just love this art. And issue number 15, which would look awesome as a Virgin variant. Look at this, even though it's not even a variant, I think. So that's fantastic. Yeah, so you're probably going to see more of those. And then this is the last book. Today I got a package in the mail. I've been doing these Facebook auctions, selling books, but also buying a lot of books. And my good friend who is sending away that Spawn is slowly putting together the first 10 issues of Star Wars, the Volume 1. And he only had, like a couple weeks ago, he had issue 6 and 7. I had issue number 5. I sold him my issue number 5. And then literally like within a week, I was like, holy crap, one of these auctions has a bunch of the first 10 on there. What do you want me to do? So I ended up, he sent me the money obviously for them, and I got him 5 more issues, which came today. So now he only needs issue 1 and issue number 2, which obviously are going to be the most expensive out of the first 10. But he went like within a month, he went from having 2 to 8 out of 10. I don't have those books with me, so I can't show you them. But the thing is that he bought 5, and to maximize shipping in some of these auctions, like you'll send them in packages of 3. So I was like, well, why don't I just grab like a $2 or $3 book, $4 book, and I'll just split the shipping with you. And it's all within Canada. That's the nice part about these auctions. So the shipping is like the same, right? It's all letter mail. You can pay more obviously because you're paying the shipping obviously if you want insured and tracking. But unless you're buying like some really pricey books off of somebody, you don't really need that. So I just saw a cool Thor book, so I was like, yeah, I'll grab that. So this is the Mighty Thor Annual number 15. It says the Terminus Factor, 64 pages, part 3 of 5. So that's kind of cool. I'm just really starting to dig a lot of the older Thor books. And I don't think this is very old. Like, I mean, even the way Thor is here, I think it's more like squared. I don't even know if that other one was squared. Yeah, like this. I love the way Thor, like just the actual Thor there compared to that one. But still, both very cool books. That's it. That's all I got. I was almost just kind of like was gonna just hit the live button and do this, but I figured I'll just do a pre-record. There's no editing involved or anything like that. I just wanted to basically the reason was because I'm literally mailing these tomorrow, and I didn't want to not tell you what I thought the grades would be. So I'm keeping this under 15 minutes. That's it. Thank you very much for watching. I think this video is kind of all over the place in what I'm talking about, so I'm going to go get a bite to eat and just relax. So thank you so much for watching. Have a good night.